quiver's one of the next things we're going to put on a bow. And, you know, a lot of people think a quiver's a quiver. There's nothing to think about. Just buy one. And we're going to show you some points to think about and consider when buying a quiver. One of the first one is if you're using expandables or a fixed blade broadhead. If you're shooting expandables, it's good to get a quiver with 2 points of contact. And what I like to do with the 2 points in contact shooting expandables is all this foam up in the hood is removable, if you'll see. So I'll take the foam out from the hood, I'll snap my arrow in with the expandable, and I just slide it up so the hood is covering all the blades. It's not resting on anything, it's just free floating up in the hood. That way it doesn't deploy your blades. If you're shooting a fixed broadhead, you can get the 1 point in contacts and just wedge it up in the foam. So that's two different things to consider when buying a quiver. Is, am I shooting expandables or am I shooting fixed blade? There's some other accessories that come on quivers nowadays that make these very useful, and that's these hooks right here. You can hang them on a limb. There's all kind of accessories you can put in the tree to hang your quivers on. Easy hangers. These are some other accessories that you need to think about while buying a quiver. This is one of the models that Fuse's got out there. It's a detachable quiver, which detaches from the bow. A lot of people around here for regular old whitetail hunting don't shoot with a quiver on their bow. Once they get to the stand, they take the quiver off, hence hanging it in the tree right there. And they never actually shoot with the quiver on the bow. A lot of your Midwest people that elk hunt, stalk hunt for mule deer and that kind of stuff like the 2 point in contact quiver that's non-removable. And being that, when you're hunting and spotting and stalking, you've got to have your arrows on your bow. Some people might carry them on a hip quiver or whatnot, but you see more of your people that hunt out west and spot and stalk animals using a quiver that's stationary to the bow, a 2-piece. And what we're going to do is, when we install this bow, when we install this quiver, this is just one fixed mount, but some of them are adjustable to where you can change where the quiver is positioned on the bow. One thing you want to make sure with the quiver is, when it's mounted to the bow, you want to make sure the hood of the quiver's about even with the limbs up there. And why we say do that is because when your arrows hang down here, if they hang out the bottom side of your bow, what can happen when you're lowering it from the tree, your nocks are going into the ground, and this can cause two things. If you get dirt shoved in your nocks, it can cause bad problems when you shoot. If you rush a shot and don't know it, I've seen nocks explode. And two, it could snap an arrow. If you slip a little bit and drop it too hard, it could snap the arrow. So make sure your quiver is positioned properly, and make sure the hood is up near the top limb so it's protected by that limb, and make sure your arrows don't hang out too far below the limb. And they're pretty easy. This detachable quiver is pretty easy to install. Once again, these are common AMO threads, so they're all universal to pretty much every site out there. Everything's pretty much a common thread pattern. And once again, we can't stress the wax enough. We just want to put a little wax up there on the top of the bolt. Once again, the reason we do that is these bolts are made of steel. A lot of the components are aluminum, and sometimes they will seize if you don't have any wax or any kind of thing to protect that from happening. And then we'll just screw the mounting plate on here. Put that one in. Look through and kind of line your other hole up. Want to snug down on them, make sure they're good and tight. Okay, now that we got that done, all there is left is slide the dovetail portion in, tighten on the locking bolt, and everything's ready to go. You can see the hood portion is up here. It's protected. When we put an arrow in, you can tell that the bottom limb's protecting that, so it's protecting my arrows from being damaged upon let down or dropping the bow. We hope that never happens, but hey, it's the real world. It's gonna happen. Hope some of this helped you out.